Looks like the battery's enough.
Wait.
Get over here. Let's go. The reason I like chocolate. The reason I like chocolate is I can lick my fingers and nobody tells me I'm not polite. This is silly. Does anything make sense here? Here we go. The Lake Isle of Innisfree. I will arise and go now, and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin build there of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee-loud glade. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the vales of the morning to where the cricket sings. There's midnight's all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening full of the linnet's wings. I will arise and go now, for always night and day I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's gray, I hear it in the deep heart's core. I do not like these. Go get the other book. Leave this one alone. Go get the other book. These are terrible.
Heather mailed with that book to us one time.
Yeah, this is just raw bad. Well, this one makes sense. That's because Robert Louis Stevenson wrote it. Actually, somebody who knows what they're doing.
I like the in the flowers. Peaceful. Starting to think. Oh.
There's a couple in here that are decent. Bethany, come on. I found a couple that work. Where'd she go?
To get another book, probably in the schoolroom.
Oh, goodness.
What's this coming? I don't know where it is.
Just sit down here. I found a couple in here that make sense. The Swing. Ready?
Oh, Mary Albert read it to me. Us.
Oh. How do you like to go up in a swing, up in the air so blue? Oh, I do think it the pleasantest thing ever a child can do. Up in the air and over the wall till I can see so wide, rivers and trees and cattle and all over the countryside. Till I look down on the garden green, down on the roof so brown. Up in the air I go flying again, up in the air and down. The Owl and the Pussycat. The Owl and the Pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea-green boat. They took some honey and plenty of money wrapped up in a 5-pound note. The Owl looked up to the stars above and sang to a small guitar. Oh, lovely pussy, oh pussy, my love, what a beautiful pussy you are, you are, you are, what a beautiful pussy you are. Pussy said to the Owl, you elegant fowl, how charmingly sweet you sing. Oh, let us be married, too long we have tarried, but what shall we do for a ring? They sailed away for a year and a day, to the land where the bong tree grows, and there in a wood a piggy wig stood, with a ring at the end of his nose, his nose, with a ring at the end of his nose. Dear pig, are you willing to sell for 1 shilling your ring? Said the piggy, I will. So they took it away and were married next day by the turkey who lives on the hill. They dined on mince and slices of quince, which they ate with a runcible spoon, and hand in hand on the edge of the sand they danced by the light of the moon. The moon, the moon, they danced by the light of the moon. That wasn't too bad.
There's the one with, what was that you?
afternoon on a hill. I will be the gladdest thing under the sun. I will touch 100 flowers and not pick one. I will look at cliffs and clouds with quiet eyes, watch the wind bow down the grass and the grass rise. And when the lights begin to show up from the town, I will mark which must be mine and then start down. That was a short one.
I'm not on the book.
From the song of the Rider. I don't know if this is any good or not. Let's try it. Do not be afraid of no. Do not be afraid of no, who has so very far to go. New caution to occur, to one whose inner scream set her to seed for softer lapping and smooth fur. Whose esoteric, these are retarded. Here's another Robert Louis Stevenson. They're good ones. He's a good writer. Bed in summer. In winter I get up at night and dress by yellow candlelight. We did this one from the other book, didn't we? In summer, quite the other way, I have to go to bed by day. I have to go to bed and see the birds still hopping on the tree, or hear the grown-up people's feet still going past me in the street. And does it not seem hard to you, when all the sky is clear and blue, and I should like so much to play, to have to go to bed by day?
Oh yeah, but it's a different picture.
Mm-hmm.
Same picture, though.
Okay, Alfred Lord Tennyson. He can write too. Sweet and low, wind of the western sea. Low, low, breathe and blow, wind of the western sea. Over the rolling waters go, come from the dying moon and blow him again to me. While my little one, while my pretty one sleeps. Sleep and rest, Father will come to thee soon. Rest, rest on mother's breast, Father will come to thee soon. Father will come to his babe in the nest, silver sails all out of the west, under the silver moon. Sleep, my little one, sleep, my pretty one, sleep. Some of these are good.
Why are you recording this?
Too many of them are silly.
Yeah,
Kids' poems? Silly?
Keep a poem in your pocket. Have you read this one? Keep a poem in your pocket and a picture in your head, and you'll never feel lonely at night when you're in bed. The little poem will sing to you, the little picture bring to you, a dozen dreams to dance to you at night when you're in bed. So, keep a picture in your pocket and a poem in your head, and you'll never feel lonely at night when you're in bed.
Didn't that change?
What?
What? Did it change from the first verse to the last?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Pretty. Oh, never mind. I thought that was a
The
flower.
crocodile. We'll do this. This will be the last one.
Daddy, I thought that was a flower. That's pretty.
Or the pig? I know it's probably.
How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws, and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. Alrighty.
Find another good one to do tomorrow night. I'm gonna like put a piece of paper right there.
Like a pose. Oops. Oh, I didn't do that.
Alright, we'll find one more.
One.
Here we go. Roger the dog.
Dog.
Asleep he wheezes at his ease. He only wakes to scratch his fleas. He hogs the fire, he bakes his head as if it were a loaf of bread. He's just a sack of snoring dog. You can lug him like a log. You can roll him with your foot. He'll stay snoring where he's put. Take him out for exercise. He'll roll and cow clap up to his eyes. He will not race, he will not romp. He saves his strength for gobble and chomp. He'll work as hard as you could wish in emptying the dinner dish. Then flops flat and digs down deep like a miner into sleep. Which is where you're going. Sleep. Good night.